All right, AEW All Out. We started off with the pre-show here. The pre-show ended up getting changed around a little bit because it was supposed to be Big Swole versus Britt Baker, but people were pissed off that the women were on the pre-show. So we ended up getting Joey Janela versus Sir Pentago. Yeah, I know, random ass match. This was an okay match. Lufer and Sonny Kiss went at it. Then Joey wins with a top rope elbow. I don't know. Joey's weird, man. Like Joey's like the weirdest person ever. Sometimes he's helpful in the company. Sometimes he's just a jobber. Like when Jericho destroyed him and he got no offense in, I thought it was like man fucked up. But I don't know. Joey's that weird utility player. I think he could be more than that. I think Joey's pretty damn good. But then we get Private Party versus Reynolds and Silver of the Dark Order. This was a really fun match. I thought this was mad. John Silver is man fucking good, dude. It sucks this guy's like 2 feet tall because this guy is fantastic. Helicopter spin neck breaker by Silver for a near fall. Freaking Quinn comes in with the hot tag. Private Party wins with the gin and juice. But like I said, very good, solid match here. The show officially starts with Big Swole versus Britt Baker in a cinematic match. I didn't think a cinematic match would start it off, but hey, this is a tooth and nail match. They're fighting in Britt Baker's office. Reba was the best part of the fucking whole match. Her moments where she just stole the time when she was on there, man. She did great. Swole beats up Reba right away. Swole walks into a room and there's blood on the floor. I'm just like, Jesus. As a guy who's freaked out by the dentist, I was like, oh boy. Britt Baker hits her with a picture frame to start it off. Baker is trying to take out Swole's tooth. They're fighting it out. They somehow take it outside. They're fighting on top of a car. Big Swole gets DDT'd on a car. Reba gets tossed into the trash somehow. She's trying to toss Britt Baker into the trash because it's Britt Basuda Baker. They go at it some more. Britt is trying to use a drill to kill Swole, and then she ends up missing and drilling through the table. Reba returns with a needle full of Novocaine to numb Big Swole. Britt Baker goes to stab Swole, but she ends up stabbing her own leg, which she actually did too, which I'm like, oh, that's fuck that. She ends up numbing her leg. Swole gives a diploma to Reba. Then Reba holds it to her face ever so nicely while Swole hits the dirty dancing elbow. That was fucking hilarious. Swole uses a mask, one of those freaking breathing masks, to put Britt Baker asleep for the win. And what can I say? This was complete insanity. This was hilarious. Like I said, I know a lot of people were shitting on the match, but I thought it was entertaining because it was funny. Like it kind of reminded me of that Ivar and Eric and Viking Raiders versus Street Profits. That one time they did that cinematic match. It kind of felt like that. It kind of felt like, yo, this is nuts. Like, yo, get ready for this crazy shit. But yeah, Big Swole wins. Now this should have opened the pay per view. Like I said, this was a weird show. This was a good show, but a weird show at the same time. Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express, fantastic match. Young Bucks are acting more like assholes. I'm hoping the whole elite is going to turn. Marco tries to get in there, but he gets super kicked in the face. Excuse me. Anytime I can see Marco Stunt get kicked in the face, it's a good day for me. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy hit their finish for their new finish. I don't like their new finish as much. They had a cool finish where like Luchasaurus would throw the guy backwards and Jungle Boy would catch him in a power bomb. They have a new finish now. I don't like as much. But they kick out Luchasaurus with the crazy top rope springboard dive onto everybody. I was like, damn. I always thought it was impressive what Kenny Omega did that. And then you got this big motherfucker doing this. Jungle Boy's about to try to end it. Super kick midair, Shawn Michaels style. BTE trigger, done. I don't know. This was a good match. This was a fantastic match. This should have opened. Like I said, this was great. Young Bucks got that mean streak. I hate them using the BTE trigger as a finish, though. I fucking miss the Indie Taker. I want to know if they're just taking a break from the Indie Taker because, like, it's like it's kind of like a dangerous move if you think about it. But Yeah, this was a fun match. Then we get the 21 men casino battle royal. Winner gets a title shot. This was also a fun match. Will Hobbs is getting a big chance to shine in this. I always said I never understood why this guy was a jobber on Dark. Like I know he's newish, but like he's like 6 foot something. He's like legit like 6'5", 6'6", almost 300 pounds, and he got some great looks. So Pentagon got a name change. He's back to that 0M bullshit. Cage and Ricky Stark come out together. Darby comes out next. He takes out Phoenix. Really thought Eddie Kingston had this match won. Sonny Kiss with a big elimination, tossing out Jake Hagar. So you know that's going to be a thing. The Joker card was fucking Evan Bourne, Matt Sydal. I was so happy, man. I was marking out. I was like, holy shit, it's fucking Evan Bourne. Where's Air Boom? Sadly, though, a banana peel was placed on top of the top rope. So Will Hobbs is on the floor. He's about to go for his, shooting star. And I always said Evan Bourne, Matt Sydal has probably the best shooting star ever. He touches his fucking toes when he does it. The man botches so hard, almost lands on his neck. Good ups on Will Hobbs, by the way. If you actually pay attention to when Evan Bourne fucking botches, Will Hobbs goes to check on him right away. And I'm like, that's crazy that this guy has only been at it for a little bit. He's already like that smart. Oh man, so poor guy. There's gifs and memes are everywhere. Everyone's calling him the Shock Master. I'm so glad he's not injured. But good to see freaking Matt Sydal in AEW. Darby gets put in a body bag full of thumbtacks, and I'm just like, all right, that sucks, right? So I'm pretty sure he's dead. I'm pretty sure Darby's legitimately actually dead. So Cage picks up the body bag. I even said, how can you tell where Darby's head or anything is? Picks up the body bag, power bomb to the outside. He power bombs Darby in the body bag full of thumbtacks outside for the elimination. That looks so bad. I don't even know where this man's neck landed. I don't even know where to start. That was a crazy spot. Like, you can't even see when you're going to land. That's got to be, Archer and Cage go at it. We were waiting for this. Archer takes out Cage. Jake the Snake is swinging around a bag that's supposed to have a snake on it, but I don't think it had a snake on it. The way he was, like, tossing that bitch around, but, also Jake the Snake did abuse the snake, so who knows. He's trying to scare Eddie Kingston. It's Eddie Kingston and freaking Archer are left. Eddie Kingston was actually my dark horse pick to win. Archer, because I'm pretty sure Eddie Kingston and Moxley can have a crazy hardcore match. Archer tosses out Kingston for the win, wins the match. Archer gets the next title shot. Would I have him win? Yes, I fucking would, because Archer got screwed with that whole Cody Rhodes bullshit. I'll tell you that. So, okay. The pay-per-view started off. Pre-show was okay. The cinematic match in the beginning was a little weird, but it was fun. Great tag team match. Casino Battle Royale was fantastic. Then we get to remember when I said the pay-per-view got weird? Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara in a Broken Rules match is next. They go to the football field. Sammy shows up in the golf cart trying to run Matt over. They fight it out backstage, and they go to this lift. Sammy and Matt are fighting it out on the lift. Sammy tackled. This lift is probably like 15, 20 feet in the air, right? I was like, this is a bad idea. I legit said this is a bad idea before they even fucking did anything. Legit. I wish I could, show people how I said this is a bad idea. So they're fighting it out up there, and I was like, oh boy. Because I still remember when Kenny used that lift to hit that moonsault or whatever, and I was like, that was a bad idea. So, there's a stack of tables on the floor, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So it looks like Matt goes to hit a side effect, but Sammy ends up tackling him. So they both fall off. Sammy hits the table. Matt misses the table, smacks the back of his head on concrete from almost 15 feet in the air. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I have always been a crazy, Matt Hardy fan. He's always been one of my favorites. He's always been my favorite Hardy brother. So I was scared. I was like, yo, I think Matt just died in front of me. Legit, I think Matt just died in front of my fucking eyes. Matt lands on, like I said, his mouth is wide open. He has his, he looks like his hands are frozen. I'm just like, I'm pretty sure Matt Hardy just fucking died on TV. He's stiffed up. I was losing my shit. I was just like, I couldn't even look. I was just like, yo, did Matt Hardy just fucking die? The ref puts up the X. For some reason, no one is fucking showing up. And I'm just like, yo, where is the fucking doctor? Can we please get this man some help? Match goes on because Matt is pretty much pissed off. He wants the match to continue. Matt's in another world. This dude can't even stand up. He keeps falling over. This is so bad. The guy can't even throw a fucking punch, but they're letting this match go on. They finally stop the match. A doctor comes to see Matt. He calls the match off. Sammy goes back in, and Matt gets back up. And I was like, what the fuck are they going? And they restart the match. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is... Oh, bro, this is bad. They're gonna get creamed for this, and which they did. And they were deservingly so. Like I said, a lot of this is Matt's fault because he kept saying yes, but as the doctor and as the company, you should be like, fuck off, and just hold that motherfucker down and take him backstage. So they go back into the building. The match restarts. Like I said, what the fuck? And they go straight to the finish. Both guys start climbing this thing, which Matt could barely climb. They both get to the top. They Shane McMahon it, basically. Remember when Shane fought Steve Blackman and he, kendo sticked him and he dropped all the way? That was the finish. Sammy drops all the way down. They count to 10. Matt Hardy wins the match. What a mess. Matt's wife ended up lacing into AEW. Like I said, I don't know whose fault this is. This was just a fucking scary mess, like I said. To see freaking Matt Hardy in that situation, that was just scary, man. Like, that, I don't never need to see that again. Like, people are just telling, oh, Matt to retire. Like, it's not. It's just, I think Sammy and Matt Hardy are cursed, man. The table thing, then Sammy getting destroyed on the table. These guys are cursed. Like, I don't know what is it with this match. This match is not supposed to happen. But then we move on to the best match of the show. Shida versus Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's Championship. Fantastic match. Best match on the show. Rosa drops kicks Shida using the chair, how Shida does to hit the knee. Rosa with a lot of Great Muta shit. You can definitely tell the Great Muta is definitely her shit. Death Valley driver on the apron to Shida for a near fall. Great back and forth. Shida hits a superplex for a near fall. Shida with the Meteora on top of the ramp. That was nice. Falcon Arrow. Rosa kicks out. Backstabber for a near fall by Rosa. Big Shining Wizard to the back of the head. And then Shida looks at Rosa. She yells. And then she hits the Bombay knee strike. Shida wins. Please let these women go at it again. Thunder Rosa is fucking great. How the hell has this girl only been wrestling for 6 years, man? Like, she is fantastic. It's like, she's always been good. Cobra Moon was good. I liked Cobra Moon because that's who she was on Lucha Underground. And then I know she fought in Japan, but this girl is extremely fucking good for, like, only wrestling a couple years. But please, more of this. This is the matches that Shida needs to have. Like I said, Shida is one of the best in the world right now. They need to keep feeding her talented women like this. We get a filler match here of Dark Order versus the Natural Nightmares. Matt Cardona, Scorpio Sky. Okay, very TV match. Anna Jay tries to slap Sky. Brandy takes her out. And then they were just like, oh, is Anna Jay having a wardrobe malfunction? And JR is like, I hope she does. I'm just like, oh, boy. My boy got, JR. Oh, hey, I wish, man. Anna Jay is ridiculous. Lee ends up destroying Dustin with a clothesline. Colt hard tags in. He goes for the moonsault. No water in the pool. Dustin rolls him up. And finally, Brody Lee starts basically piss talking Colt Cabana. He's really pissed at Colt Cabana. So after this, we go backstage and they tell Dustin Rhodes, hey man, after that win, you got a TNT title shot on Wednesday. Dustin proceeds to cut the most old school fucking promo. I'm not gonna lie, I love the promo. The promo was great. He was putting over Brody Lee. He was putting over the fact about his brother. And, he was putting over the fact that he hasn't had a title shot in forever. This was a nice, like, really good, like, old school promo. But it made me laugh because he was just like, wow. Oh my god, like he was just losing it. But like I said, this was okay. I don't think this had to be on the pay per view, but whatever. I would have rather had just Dustin for the TNT title on the pay per view, but then we get to the match I don't know how to feel about. Kenny and Hangman versus FTR for the tag team titles. So this match was almost 40 fucking minutes. But the match was solid. The match was good. But I feel like this match was missing a crowd, just like that Young Bucks Kenny Hangman match. Hangman has pants now, and it's fucking weird. Like I said, the match was fucking long, but it was a good match. FTR hit a superplex into a big splash. I love that combo they do for a near fall. Kenny gets dropped with a brainbuster on the outside. He's not okay after that. Kenny takes them both out with snapdragons. Hangman with the high crossbody takes out FTR on the outside. Double diving headbutt by FTR. That was dope. Kenny with the save for that actually almost had the pin. Nice freaking. They did end up hitting at the top rope bulldog combination on Kenny and Hangman after another. Kenny hits Hangman with a V-trigger by mistake. You knew this was going to happen. FTR with the spike pile driver, but Hangman kicks out. I really did not like that. The spike pile driver should automatically get you a win. They say, fuck it, and they basically just pick him up and hit it again. I kind of like that too, but I would say it. So Hangman needs to pin. Fucking FTR, the new tag team champions. Like I said, predictable. I did not want Team WWE to win all the titles, but hey, Team WWE now has every single title in AEW except for the women's title. Like, what the fuck? But hey, what are you gonna do? I guess it's going with the story. Kenny has a small little table with him, and he wants to hit Hangman, but decides not to. Hangman goes to hug Kenny, but Kenny leaves him hanging and ends up falling to the floor. Kenny just leaves Hangman. The cameraman follows Kenny, and he's talking to the Young Bucks backstage, and he's like, come on, guys, we gotta go. Let's get the fuck out of here. The Young Bucks are trying to talk to him a little bit, you know what I mean? I guess they feel bad for Hangman now. Fucking Kenny ends up jumping into the car. He tells the Young Bucks, are you guys coming with me or not? The Young Bucks don't go with him, but Kenny ends up leaving. So hopefully, we're getting that fucking heel turn soon. I cannot wait for the cleaner to make his return. That's what this company needs. They need that star. They need fucking Kenny Omega. But overall, I thought this match was okay. It was a good-ass match. It was just way too long. There was no need for this match to be almost 40 minutes. We get Orange Cassidy versus Chris Jericho in the Mimosa match. And I'm not going to lie, this match was kind of a letdown. I was kind of dead for this match. Jericho with a code breaker right from the start. I thought it was going to be a quick win. Each side has a pool of mimosa. Cassidy with the PK and a big running DDT for a near fall. Jericho catches Orange Cassidy midair with a code breaker for another near fall. Cassidy has Jericho at the side of the ring, hits a Superman punch. Hits another Superman punch. Jericho's wobbling and wobbling and wobbling. He reels back, he yells, and Orange Cassidy hits the third Superman punch. Orange Cassidy wins. Jericho falls in the mimosa. I'm happy as long as Orange Cassidy ends up beating Chris Jericho. Smart way to do it. Jericho doesn't eat the pin, but he also loses 2 times to Orange Cassidy. I guess that this match was just meh. It was okay. Main event time. It is Jon Moxley versus MJF. The tradition of people being weird when Moxley comes out. Fucking even this happened to him a million times as Dean Ambrose in WWE. A fucking guy tried to like hug him in his entrance or something. And he got tackled by security. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Not in the pandemic, man. Moxley versus MJF. AEW World Title. But Moxley cannot use the Death Rider. Paradigm shift, fuck off. It's a Death Rider. He called it the Death Rider first. It's dope. MJF is working on Mox's injured elbow. MJF with another blade job. Jesus Christ. This guy was gushing blood. Like, I mean, buckets of it. Someone's got to teach MJF how to blade. Match started off to get a lot better midway. Moxley is biting MJF's cut. Disgusting. MJF spits on Moxley, and then Moxley goes nuts. He's about to go for the Death Rider, but he chills out. MJF with a nasty rope pile driver. Moxley kicks out. No one should be kicking out of pile drivers, please. Ref gets distracted. MJF hits a low blow, hits the crossroads for another near fall. The War Dog himself, Wardlow, basically MJF calls for the ring, the diamond ring. Wardlow over tosses it. He misses MJF. MJF gets pissed. He goes to find the ring. The ref is distracted. Moxley looks at him, hits the Death Rider while the fucking ref isn't looking, gives him the old Rob Van Dam, like, oh well. Fucking in 1, 2, 3. Like I said, this was a solid match. It got a lot better towards the middle. The finish was hilarious. I don't see anyone beating Moxley for a while. I really thought MJF could have been the guy, but and then when I started seeing the build and everything, I'm just like, there's no fucking way MJF's gonna win. But this was definitely their weakest pay-per-view out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still remember, like, Revolution and Full Gear being insane, which is Full Gear's next, and it's only in 2 months, which is good. But this was still a good show. Don't get me wrong. I'm not discrediting the show. The pre-show was, but it had that really fun private party match. Big Swole versus Britt Baker was a mess, but hilarious. Young Bucks and Jurassic Express was the second best match on the show. Casino Battle Royal was very interesting. It kept me interested the whole time. And we got fucking Matt Sydal. Matt versus Sammy was the scariest part of the pay-per-view. Shida versus Thunder Rosa was the best match on the fucking show. Dark Order and Your Natural Nightmares was meh, you know what I'm saying? TV match. Tag team title match, I don't know how to feel, 50-50, just way too long. Orange Cassidy and Jericho kind of disappointed me, but good winner. And the main event held up. I thought the main event wouldn't be as good as it was, but fucking, hey, like I said, we're on the road to Full Gear now. We're on the road to Full Gear.